Hello my dear students and welcome to the maths class of 10th standard, and today we are doing two more examples of the lesson pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, we are doing these two examples. So exercise number 3.1, fourth number, which of the following pairs of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent, and if consistent, obtain the solutions graphically. So we are going to solve them and obtain the solution graphically also. So if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel so that you will get more videos of maths, and please share with your friends, and link of the playlist where all the lessons of maths 10th maths videos are given. The link is in the description box. Okay, so please share it with your friends. So let us start with the first example. So the two lines are in the first sum, x plus y is equal to 5 and 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. This is the second line. Okay, so we are going to see if it is intersecting, having one solution, or if they are parallel, or if they are coincident. So let's find out. So x plus y is the first line, okay, and 2x plus 2y is the second line. Now each line has 2 points, okay, and each point has a value x and a value y. So we'll consider these 2 points, these 2 columns we have made, and this is the x value and this is the y value. So x value of the first point and y value of the first point, x value of the second point and y value of the second point. So how you are going to find the value? So you have to take any one value of for x to find the value of y. So I have taken here x is equal to 1. Okay, I have taken the value of x as 1. So we'll take this line x plus y is equal to 5. Suppose we take x is equal to 1, then 1 plus y is equal to 5, y is equal to 5 minus 1, therefore y is equal to 4. So when you put the value of x as 1, you get value of y is 4. So this is the first point. Okay, x is 1 and y is 4. First point of this line. Similarly, now we'll take the value of x as 0. So here I have done the solution. Same line, x plus y is equal to 5. X is equal to 0. So 0 plus y is equal to 5. Therefore y is equal to 5. So in this second point, the y is equal to 5. Got it? So now we got 2 points. 1 and 4, x value 1, y value 4, 0 and 5, x value 0, y value 5. So these are the 2 points of this particular line. These are the 2 points of this line. Got it? Now we'll see the second line. 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Similarly, we'll take two values to make 2 points. This is 1 point, this is another point. So first value of x I have taken as 0. So let's see the solution. 2x plus 2y. So wait, 2x plus 2y is equal to 10 is the line. So x is equal to 0. 2 into 0 is 0. This 2y is equal to 10. 2y is equal to 10. Y is equal to 10 upon 2. Y is equal to 5. When x is 0, y is 5. Similarly, same line, this is 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. I have taken the value of x as 3 over here. Value of x is 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. This 2y is here. This 10. 6 plus 2y is equal to 10. Therefore 2y is equal to 10 minus 6. This 6 is here. 10 minus this 6 is equal to 4. 2y is equal to 4. Therefore y is equal to 2. So now what is the value of y? When x value is 3, y value is 2. So we get these 2 points. Okay, 0 x value, 5 y value, 1 point for this line, and 3 x value, 2 y value, another point for this same line. Okay, we got 2 lines. Each line has 2 points. Now we are going to see if it is intersecting, it is coinciding, or they are parallel. Now let's check that out. So the 2 lines are x plus y is equal to 5 and the second line is 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. So now this is 1x, 1y. So a1 is 1, b1 is 1, c1 is 5. Similarly here a2 is 2, b2 is 2, and c2 is 10. Okay. So what is the actually when a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, we'll see what are their positions. So now a1 upon a2 is what? 1 upon 2. Okay, a1 is 1, a2 is 2. So a1 upon a2 is 1 upon 2, 1 upon b1 upon b2 is 1 upon 2, and c1 upon c2 is 5 upon 10. Got it? a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2. So 1 upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 2, and 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So this is also. So now a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2. So all these are equal. So the lines are coinciding. They are coinciding lines like this. So there are infinite number of solutions. There are many solutions, and we are going to prove this graphically. Okay. Now we are going to find the solution graphically. So as we know, we have got the 4 points, okay, of the two lines. So here we have got these 4 points. For this first line, 1 and 4, 0 and 5, 0 and 5, 3 and 2. These are the 2 points of this line, and these are the 2 points of this line. Now we are going to see it on the graph. You know the points 1, 4 and 0, 5. This is of the first line. So 1 and 4 is this point. Okay. And 0 and 5 is the another point. 0 and 5. So this is the another point. So we have drawn this line. Now the second line, again 0 and 5 is the one point, and 3 and 2 is the other point. 3 on x-axis and 2 on y-axis. 3 and 2. This is the fourth point. 2 points are coinciding. 1 point of the first line, next point of the first line, then 1 point of the second line, and the second point of the second line is here. So again the line is overlapping. So a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2 was the thing what we got, and we had to prove it, because when such an equation is there, the lines are coinciding. They are coincident lines. They have many solutions, infinite number of solutions. Okay, so a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. Therefore the lines are coinciding. So see, one line and the second line is also coinciding. So we have proved this graphically. Okay. Now we'll go to the another sum, the next sum. Which is the next sum now? The next sum is x minus y is equal to 8 and 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. This is the next sum we are going to take. So the two lines are x minus y is equal to 8 and 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. So here we are going to first find out the a1 upon a2. Okay. a1, x is 1, b is minus 1. So, and c1 is 8. Here a2, b2 and c2 is 3, minus 3 and 16. So let's start. a1 upon a2. a1 is 1 upon 3. b1 minus 1 upon minus 3. Okay. Then is 8 upon 16. This is c1 upon c2. Okay. Now 1 upon 3, this also is equal to 1 upon 3. Minus minus cancel. So a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is alright. But 8 upon 16 is 1 upon 2 and not 1 upon 3. So it is not equal to c1 upon c2. So here 1 upon 3 is equal to 1 upon 3 is not equal to 1 upon 2. So the solution is how? a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. Therefore the lines are parallels and they have no solution. Okay, the lines are parallel, and we are going to prove this graphically. So to prove graphically, what you have to do, this is the first line, x minus y is equal to 8, right? So similarly, it has to have 2 points, and the first point, each point will have value x and value y. So x value, suppose I take here 4, x is equal to 4. Similarly, I'll solve this, x is equal to 4, this is the same equation, minus y is equal to 8, therefore minus y is equal to 8 minus 4, minus y is equal to 4, therefore y is equal to minus 4. So y value is minus 4. Got it? Similarly, in the same equation, I am going to again take the second value of y for the second point. So x is equal to minus y is equal to 8 is the equation. X value is 5, minus y is equal to 8. So minus y is equal to 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. Minus y is equal to 3, therefore y is equal to minus 3. And the second point, y value is minus 3. Got it? Now, next line is 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. I am taking the value of x as 3 over here. Why I am taking it this way, not taking 1 over here? Because when you take a bigger number, on the graph it is easier because the points will come closer, okay, on the x-axis and y-axis. It will not go to 8, 9 outside the page. So they should be within the page, so the values should come within 5 or 6. So it's easier to plot them. That is the reason I've taken this number 3, that so that the value of y will be a little lower. So x is equal to 3 I've taken here. So we'll put this equation. So I put, instead of x I put 3, so it becomes 3 3s are 9 minus 3y is equal to 16. Okay. Now 9 minus 3y is equal to 16. Minus 3y is equal to 16 minus 9 is 7. And y is equal to minus 7 upon 3. Now you get this value in a fraction. And you have to divide it. Okay. So I have found out the value. 7 divided by 3 comes to 2.3. 2.333 it comes to. But I have taken only one decimal place after the decimal point. Because on the graph paper only one place is enough. Okay. So answer comes 2.3. So y value, when x is 3, y value is 2.3. Similarly, I have taken the x value as 4. Now when x value is 4, 3 4s are 12 minus 3y 16 minus 3y is equal to 16 minus 12. 16 minus 12 is 4. Minus 3y is equal to 4, y is equal to minus 4 upon 3, that comes to 1.3. Okay. So y is equal to minus 1.3. So when x value is 4, y value is minus 1.3. So now we are going to prove this graphically. So let's prove this graphically. These are the 4 points. These are the 2 points of the first line, and these are the 2 points of the second line. The first point of the first line is 4 and minus 4. So x-axis 4 and minus 4 on the y-axis. So this is the point. Okay, 4 and minus 4. And the second point is 5 and minus 3. 5 on the x-axis and minus 3 on the y-axis. Okay. Now this is that line. This is the first line. The second line is x-axis number is 3 and y-axis number is minus 2.3. We are getting it in a fraction. So minus 2.3. X-axis is 3 and y-axis is minus 2.3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, this is the point. And the second point is 4 and minus 1.3. 4 on the x-axis and minus 1.3 on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are 10 divided by 10. Then 10 parts are made. So the first 3, 1.3. So 1, 2, 3 part, and this is the line. And when you join this, these become exactly parallel. So they have no solution. They are parallel lines. Got it? So we have proved this also graphically. So students, if you understood, then please comment me in the comment box and please go through the sums again. I'll be coming with more sums and the next lesson in the next video. Okay, till then, take care. Bye-bye.